Let's do the news here on this Monday morning. Nathan Cones has your first update of the week.
Thank you very much, John, and good morning, everyone. The Carroll Police Department released additional details on Saturday regarding a fight at a Carroll convenience store that left 3 people injured Friday evening. Officers responded to the cases in the 600 block of West Highway 30 at approximately 7:32 p.m. on a report of a fight in progress. According to law enforcement, a brawl had broken out in the parking lot between multiple individuals ranging in age from 16 to 47 years old. Authorities say one subject had brandished a knife during that confrontation. 3 subjects were transported to St. Anthony Regional Hospital following the fight, and those individuals have since been released for medical care. One of the suspects, 47-year-old Gene Wegg of Mechanicsville, was arrested on an outstanding Lynn County warrant, and he does remain in custody at the Carroll County Jail. Additional charges are pending against multiple suspects following the completion of the investigation. The Carroll County Sheriff's Office and Carroll County Emergency Medical Services also assisted at that scene. So again, we're hoping to find some more information about that, hopefully sometime today. Looking elsewhere, in a little over 6 weeks, nearly 3 dozen students and chaperones will be traveling to Central America for the 2024 Mission Honduras trip, and organizers are seeking help from the public to help provide supplies and materials for their journey. Mike McCarty, who's the K-8 campus minister at Kemper Catholic, has led that mission trip since 2017, and this will be the 4th trip for local students.
Our main goal is to get our kids to be kind of lifelong service-oriented people. And so we immerse them in the culture of Honduras by building homes and other projects. Just imagine a town, 4,000 people, larger than Carroll, and every single person pretty much within that proximity are living in what we would call shacks. I mean, no plumbing, outdoor bathrooms, limited abilities to have refrigeration, etc. So it is 100% way different than anything anybody's ever experienced, to my knowledge, even in the States.
The 14 students and 21 chaperones leave for their 10-day mission trip on March 12th. The participants fund a significant portion of the journey themselves. However, McCarty says there are still some areas where they could use some help.
Number one, and I mean this seriously, is prayer. We firmly believe that we are doing the things of Christ, but we do need protection, and we do need safety within our ranks when we're building houses. We are using saws, hammers, and we just want the kids to experience things safely, and we've had nothing but that so far, but we've also always asked for prayers. Secondly, we're looking for people to get behind us financially. There are different ways to support us, certainly other than money. Prayer is one of them, but another one would be, can you find a way to give us supplies?
McCarty adds that blankets, clothing, and undergarments are often the most requested items while on the mission trip. He explains the easiest ways for people to help.
The best way would be to contact me at Kemper. My phone number is 790-2206. That would be the most direct route. Just leave me a message. My email is mpmccarty, and the last name is mccarty at Kemper, KUEMPER.org.
They also have an Amazon wish list for people to browse with all sorts of items, ranging from first aid supplies to personal hygiene products. Links to that list are included with this story on our website. McCarty says they do plan to have a community Q&A night with the public before the group leaves, and more details on that are expected to be announced in the weeks ahead. And Iowa Attorney General Brenna Bird is leading a coalition of attorneys general from 28 states opposing the attempted shutdown of the Lake City Army ammunition plant in Missouri. The attorneys general issued a joint letter on Thursday of last week urging President Biden to dismiss a January 9th request by Democrat state attorneys general to cease production at the facility, which is the military's largest supplier of small arms ammunition. The letter argues against halting Lake City's commercial ammo sales, emphasizing that it endangers jobs, raises prices, and compromises national defense by impacting military purchases. The coalition letter says if the Biden administration and anti-gun activists were serious about saving lives, they would start by enforcing the laws on the books to combat violent criminals. This attack on ammo sales at Lake City is nothing more than an unlawful attempt to strip law-abiding citizens of their rights to protect themselves. We are putting the full force of our Attorney General's offices toward protecting Americans' constitutional rights. Bird and her colleagues from Indiana, Missouri, and Montana led the letter and were joined by 24 other state attorneys general. Their full letter is included with this story on our website. And kind of tying into that second story about that mission trip, of course, this week is Catholic Schools Week, which Carroll is home to Kemper Catholic, one of the larger private Catholic schools in the state. And we will have Kemper President John Steffes joining us at 8 a.m. this morning to talk a little bit about what's in store for the week, kind of provide a bit of a Kemper update. So we're looking forward to that. That'll be, again, 8:06 right here on KCIM. But that is going to wrap up your news. I'm Nathan Cohns reporting.
And he always seems to bring in some type of trivia question for us. So I'm curious as to what he might come up with this morning.
Oh, it depends on what type of trivia it is.
Usually it's geography.
Geography based? I would give myself a 60% chance of knowing it.
I give it maybe a 50-50 at best. 50-50, maybe 40-60.
Depends on how obscure. I mean, my knowledge of the African continent, shall we say, is poor.
Yeah.
You get to like Europe and Asia, I'm pretty solid on that end.
Usually sticks around fairly locally, but not always.
Okay.
Not always. So we'll find out coming up at 8:06 this morning, though. Thanks, Nathan, for the news update. Once again, you can get all your local news available anytime you want it. In fact, you can get state news, you can get national news as well. It's all available on our website. Just go to 1380kcim.com. You can also get the Brinks Exteriors radar, podcasting, streaming of KCIM. It is all there, and it's all available for you free of charge. And you can do all of that through the mobile app as well. You can download that for free just by searching KCIM or Carroll Broadcasting in your app store.